Hey guys, Blues Man here. I told you I was going to do another segment on Calcasieu Lake Fishing spots, and while I'm no expert, maybe you can learn something, hopefully. This time we're going to be focused on wade fishing spots and bank fishing spots. So for those of you that don't have a boat, and we'll do another one more in detail on boat fishing spots or kayak fishing spots. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay guys, here we go. Some of y'all will recognize that as the Gulf on Calcasieu Lake, the Jetty area. It's easier to point with this, I guess. I need to find a pin, but this is the closest thing I have right now. And Monkey Island right here. If you look right here, the ditch there crosses the road here as you come up to the ferry landing. The ferry's right in here. The ferry's right there. Let's see if I can hold that camera still. Hold on, this rascal's making noise. Okay, I'm back. So, see the ferry landing right there. If you will drive down this road from the ferry, which is, I guess it's an extension of Highway 27 right in here. This goes along Holly Beach right in here. Anyway, there's a place you can hop off the road right before you get to the turn that will allow you to walk down to this spot right here. Right there. You just pull off the road a little bit in your car. And this is a prime wading spot. Now a lot of people just think it's just for flounder. It's a good flat. Now watch, don't wade out too far. You'll end up in the ship channel. But it's a pretty good little flat here, especially kind of close to this, where that is, where that little ditch intersects it. And you'll see it when you get down there. If you go around the corner up here, you went too far. So come back and pull off the side of the road. There's a couple of places to pull off, and you kind of have to climb down a bank. And if you don't have a boat, this is a good place to wade. But what a lot of people don't know, well, not people that live down there, but I'm sure, what they really don't know is that we've caught a lot of specks right there before while wading in the summertime, in the springtime. But late in the year, you'll see, you can hop piggyback, hop from shoulder to shoulder up there during flounder season, when the flounder are running. Okay, that's spot number one. Let's move to spot number two. Okay, we're down here near the jetties, and at the jetties there's a nice pier facility. That's the Cameron Jetty Pier. Now don't laugh. A lot of good fish have been caught there. But not just there. See this boat ramp right here? South of it, there's some rock jetties. Before you even get into the pier facility, it costs used to be like $5 a day to fish at the pier. I don't know what it is now. But to the left of the boat ramp, or south of the boat ramp right there, there are a bunch of rocks down here. Jetty rocks. There's some good flat ones, and you can catch some fish right here, day or night. Come out there at night, bring your mosquito repellent. Okay, here's another one. Now, remember this is where we were down here. This is the Gulf. There's the jetties. I hope this thing is focusing. You come up this ferry road. Well, let's go back up to the ferry. This is Monkey Island. This is the town of Cameron. You got the little road right here. Right before you get to the ferry, turn right. Now, I don't know if you can still fish this area. We go to the end of this road, and right here on this point right there, the road turns and it goes back to the right. It goes back east. We used to be able to get out. There's a bunch of rocks here and stuff. We used to be able to get out and fish right here from this bank. Some guys have waded all out in here in the channel side, and there's been some good fish. Early in the morning there'll be some flounder around here on this side with the rocks. Forgive me if my camera's shaky. I'm trying to hold this thing and keep that little rascal from making all kinds of racket. Sometimes the tide gets, current comes out of there real strong, you can't catch nothing, but we've caught good fish around in here. Waiting, we used to wait a lot, not waiting, we would just fish off the bank right there. And we used to do a lot of bank fishing. I didn't like to pull my skeeter boat down there before I got the Kenner. I did a few times, and it was fine, but that's also a good spot. Okay, on to another one. Okay, while we're down in this area, let's don't forget Holly Beach. So, depends on what side you come from the Cameron Ferry. Cross the ferry, come down here, and there's all good, pretty good fishing down here along Holly Beach down there, all up and down here. I'd catch it early in the morning. It's not great sometimes, and sometimes it is good. You know. So I don't know what the requirements are on driving on the beach anymore. It's been so long since I've been down there, and they kind of rebuilt it because, you know, the developers move in and they kind of spoil it for everybody. But that's okay. But you should be able to drive some ways on the beach and be able to catch some fish there by waiting. I'm going to move up north a little bit. Okay, West Cove, Highway 27 coming out of Hackberry. Hackberry being right here. Give you a little better perspective on it down the ship channel. Okay, there is a boat ramp here, right there, which I've talked about in my last video. And you can fish there. Not on the ramp, obviously, but there's a pier there. There's an entrance on it on both sides of this little cut. And you can park on either side. Just don't interfere with the boaters or the yakers. And there's a good pier here on either side, and you can catch some fish there. Now, mostly you'll see crabbers down there. But I've seen some good redfish caught in there. Okay, now we're up north. Calcasieu Point Landing. You see it's off of Big Lake Road, Highway 384, and then you turn on to Davis. I think that's Davis Road, or that might be Davis Road down south. I don't remember. Just ask where Calcasieu Point Landing is. It's located right here. Hold this camera steady. It's right on that point right there. They've got a nice pier facility right there, and you can fish all around here. I've seen some people pull some fish out there. We've been out here in the lake fishing and hadn't had such a great day, and come in here and see people pulling in good trout right there, which not real often. I've seen some red, some trout. I don't know that I've ever seen any flounder caught there, but I'm sure there are some. I'm sure that it's happened. Okay, let's move again. Okay, not far from Calcasieu Point Landing, which is right here. I wish I could make this thing focus. I talked about Fred's Lounge. You go down 384 and you cross the Intercoastal Canal right here, and you get to right here, and Fred's Lounge is right there. Now, there used to be a weir there. Like I said, it's not there anymore, not that I know of. And there used to be a little bit of parking on either side, but maybe Fred's Lounge, which is located right there. They've got a little boat ramp. Maybe they have some parking. Maybe they'll let you fish somewhere around in here. I don't know. I would go in there and ask them, buy bait from them if you can. And we've caught some really good fish through there. But that was when the weir was open. We don't know if that weir, if there's any good fish in there right now. I haven't been there since, but we've been there a few times and caught some really good reds there. Okay, we're back down at the Jetties again, right here, the Jetty facility. It's right in here. I forgot to tell you, not just the pier. I mean, you can walk out on the Jetties a little way, but there's a little bird watching place right there near the pavilion, and it looks out into this area. And when the tide's in, especially early in the evening, when the tide's coming in, you can catch redfish right off of that little pavilion. I've done it. I know they're there. I know they come in there. I don't remember which time of year it was, but it was obviously hot. I'm thinking it was probably May, something like May during the year. And of course, other than that, let's go back here to West Coast. Other than that boat ramp right there with the people crab right there on this pier, there's quite a few places up and down here where you can stop and fish. You'll see people fishing up and down there. and maybe even some south of there, heading on down towards Holly Beach down to the south. I'd have to turn the map over, but if you're down here at Holly Beach, if you'll just keep going towards Texas, head west, you'll see some jetties out in the water. They run parallel to the shore. They're not really jetties, I guess they're just breakwaters. And towards Johnson's Bayou, head that way. And we've caught some pretty good fish out there before, wading all the way out to the breakwaters, the rock breakwaters out there off a little bit offshore. It was during the summertime, obviously, but we've done pretty good there. Okay, we're back up at the ferry. On the west side of the ferry, I don't know if they'll let you do it anymore, but there used to be an old boat ramp right here, and the ferry being about right here. That boat ramp is kind of torn up now, I think. But people fish there, but I've seen more people catch fish on the other side. There's just a small place to fish on the southwest side of that ferry landing, and I've seen people catch some pretty good fish there before. I thought it was kind of cool. Didn't have to go far. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, I haven't ever done this, so I don't know it to be true, but you're heading down Highway 27 down here, and you come into Hackberry, and you got Spicer's Marina right here. Bring on that camera still, right there. Anyway, you'll see that this bayou, Black Lake Bayou, goes up in here all the way into Black Lake. And in fact, that's where we fished, right in this area, general area right here, when we did the Calcasieu fall redfish video. Well, we started fishing there anyway. But I noticed as we were coming in this way down the bayou by boat, there were some places where the road dead ended. Now I think there's even a little marina or something down there, right before we turned off and went in there. But you might be able to stop at the end of the road right here, one of these roads, and just stop and fish. I don't know if that's true or not, but you know, get a little adventurous. Don't bother the locals. Just go in there and see if it looks appropriate for some bank fishing. I'd try it. Anyway, I hope that helps a few of you that wade or fish from the bank. And of course, if you wade, I mean, there are other places to go, but you have to get there by boat unless you want a long swim. I'm going to do another segment on a little more detailed where to go in a boat. If you guys have any places, feel free to add them by the comments, in the comments, because you know, a lot of people don't have boats. A lot of people don't want to fool with boats. Personally, I'd rather not take my boat down there, if you want to know the truth. I mean, I enjoy it, but sometimes I just want to relax. So I'm going to do one in a few minutes on some more detailed spots for taking a boat and wading, and hope this helps somebody. And if it has, like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you'd like to see next. We're working on quite a few videos. And this is the Blues Man, and for right now, I'm out.